Hi Libra, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber and welcome in if you're new. So this is for the week of June 21st through the 27th. And the big news this week is that on June 24th, we're going to have a full moon in Capricorn. Letting go of old habits, letting go of things that aren't working in our schedules. Capricorn is very much about our day-to-day, what the work we do, where we work, how we work. And so letting go of a lot of that stuff. I think in Gemini season, we were thinking about it all, right? Really going over things in Mercury Retrograde, which thankfully comes to an end. Yay, it's coming to an end in just a few days or so. There's your card, okay. So I pulled a card from the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid for you, and I'm going to read that for you. And you got a powerful move. Libra, a powerful move. So yes, because you're an air sign, Mercury retrograde going direct is going to feel much better for you as well, since you're an air sign. And it stations on the 22nd, and then we'll move forward and be back up to speed by about July 7th, which would be a good time to start the new things that you need to, contracts, anything that you're going to sign or purchase, a big purchase, things like that. Better to go forward than after Mercury goes forward. So a powerful move today, Libra, number 15, and I'm going to read it to you now. It says, action, movement with purpose, effort, putting into motion your intentions, making choices from an empowered and thoughtful place, positive change. The time for rest is over. Change is in the air. This is a powerful time when deliberate action is needed to move your intentions out of the realm of thought and into the material. What's that sound like? Mercury going direct? Yeah. How do you approach your relationship to the invisible world as it influences the visible? Do you see the relationship? Do you recognize yourself as a unique, whole, and worthy being who has a special place in the world, whose offerings are valuable, and whose life has meaning? You are a mighty co-creator. So step into that power and see your intentions manifest in the world. I love that. Real positive change is possible when you make choices from an authentic sense of self and take a conscious step toward your dreams. To take steps toward your intended experience, start first with the way you think. Yes, I think that's why we take so much time during Mercury retrograde, right? Rehashing, renewing, remembering, all the words, right? So let curiosity be the focus now and display willingness to discover new things instead of confirming old past expectations. Be open to and be clear about your motives and desires and set your intention. Then step into the magic, just waiting for you to claim it. Traveling, moving, flowing, flying, whatever describe the changes. My poor tongue-tied self. I can't wait for Mercury to go direct. Okay. Traveling, moving, flowing, flying, whatever describes the changes in your life, know that these are called for now. Wow. Act with thoughtfulness and awareness and remember to be true to yourself. What is called for now is doing the thing that needs to be done. All will be better than well. This is an exciting time indeed. All will be even better than just well. In other words. All right, that's great. All will be well and all will be better than well. I love it. All will be better than well. A powerful move, Libra. Well, it makes sense. Makes sense, doesn't it? And with the full moon in Capricorn this week, I honestly think that you're able to make room to move forward into a new thing in your life because you're letting go of what you need to with the Capricorn full moon. And that is usually something that is about what we do on a regular basis, right? Because Capricorn is just very tangible, earth, world. It's our money, our job, our banking, our driving every day, and things like that. So maybe letting go of a few things that are the trappings of society and getting more, sinking more, a little bit further into, inwardly, into Cancer, into our emotional well of well-being, right? So seeing the world through the eyes of that. 2 fell, so I'm not going to take them. I'm going to go ahead keep shuffling until I get one. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I already got yours. All right, sorry, talking, thinking, Mercury retrograde, shuffling the wrong thing. That's me. Gemini, Gemini rising, Virgo moon, Mercury, Mercury, Mercury. So when Mercury's in retrograde, woo, baby. Yeah, and my energy's been slow. It's been harder for me to get these done, and yeah, so I'll be looking forward to that relief. I know you will too, Libra. You're an air sign. Okay, 9 cards for you from the Muse Tarot. Here we go. So if you would settle in now with me, I need to settle myself as well. And breathe. I'm going to lay your 9 cards. You want to take a moment to breathe very deeply, to relax your shoulders, focus on your breath, bring down your cortisol, and bring up your serotonin and dopamine. Get yourself to a nice headspace, okay? All right, Libra. All right, Libra. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Inspiration. So, there is something that you definitely want to take a stand about this week. Whether it's internal or external to someone else in your environment, it is definitely something that you care about and something that you want to change and something that's worth saying out loud. Okay? This is something that's worth saying out loud because you've had your awakening, the Judgment card underneath. You've been called to do so. You're feeling it deeply. You're feeling it in your emotions with the 8 of Emotions. Okay? You're feeling the need to feel more emotionally fulfilled about something and to allow yourself to make a change. The change that you really want to make it to feel happier. Okay, so we have the 2 of Inspiration, the 8 of Inspiration, and the Ace of Inspiration. That is all fire. That's all spirit fire. That's what I mean by something you want to change. And with that Ace, something you can. Okay, then we've got the Wheel, right? The Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords, right in the center, and the 8 of Voices, because you've been in your head a little too much. So a decision is needed here. That's good. Then we have the Magician, the 7 of Materials, and the 10 of Emotions. So I think by the end of the week, you're going to feel a lot happier because you've made a very important decision to say something or talk about something or take a stand about something that you care about. And it's a powerful move. It's something worth saying out loud. That's what I keep hearing. Worth saying out loud. Action, movement with purpose, effort. Putting your intention into motion. Yes. That's what I see here. Putting it into motion by maybe speaking it with these swords cards. Okay, let's look at them horizontally first. The 2 of Inspiration, the 8 of Inspiration, and the Ace of Inspiration. So, Inspiration is fire, or the suit of wands. And in the tarot, that's all about your will, drive, ambition, what you want. So, you have deep feelings about whatever this is for you, especially with this at the bottom of the deck. Because the 7 is very much about wanting to change it by exerting your will. By saying, well, here's what I have to say about that. Or this is what I want. So, you know, it is a bit of courage, right? You have to have a little courage to be able to bring yourself forward in that way. Because the 2 of Inspiration is about forging forward on that path. You've chosen a path, you want to forge forward on it. Okay. And then with the 8, you're doing it with gusto. You're ready to move forward quickly. This 8 of Wands is the perfect picture of what this card was describing. Moving forward now. Taking the step, the stand to move yourself forward. So you're changing something, Libra, and you care about it. With the Ace, you're excited about it. It's a good thing. It's absolutely a good thing. And you're putting energy into it with the 8, right? A lot of energy into this new thing that you've chosen because you've looked out there at the landscape and said, I think I'm going to go for that, right? It's making a decision to take a new path. So that's a very good thing for you. And because this new thing is exciting, right, it gets you inspired. Very much so. All right, with the wheel, and in this deck, all of the kings in every suit are called the Muse. And I'm using the Muse deck because it's a yin energy, and Cancer is very yin, emotional, right, from the heart. So the Muse of voices would be the King of Swords. This is usually clarity, making a decision, knowing what you know, right? But in this deck, there's a little more to it because it's not just about the suit itself in this deck called the Voices, which is our thinking and what we say out loud, communication. But it's about inspired communication. So you want to say something out loud. And that's why I said that about wanting to take a stand by saying something out loud. All right, and that's at the center of your reading. This is the center card of your reading, right? So inspired action by having a conversation or some type of communication. And it's time to do so with the wheel, right? You see the wheel? It's the time has come for you to speak about something that you want, that you're inspired to start with this ace. And get out of your own head about it, because with the 8, you've been in your head about it for a while. You can see you've been going around and around and around in circles with it, overthinking it to death, but really all you needed to do in order to move it forward was say it out loud. Okay, there it is. So you're saying something out loud, which is really moving you forward, the card above it. You can see that's just gonna shoot you right forward. So whatever this new thing is, it's exciting, and it's something that you're ready to say out loud, or something you're willing to talk about, or something you're willing to have a conversation about that helps you. And that's the powerful move. Okay, excellent. You know, it's good timing because Mercury, the planet of communication, the voice and saying things out loud and all of that, which has been, you know, slow in retrograde, is moving forward this week. So after the 22nd, which that might feel like a really powerful day of stillness when you might want to burst forward saying something, but instead maybe give it a day or two, because then you'll have a little bit you'll have even more clarity is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Then we have the Magician, the 7 of materials, and this is sign of Earth, so 7 of coins or 7 of pentacles, and then the 10 of emotions, the 10 of cups. It ends very well. 10 of cups. Okay, first of all, it ends very well. It makes you and everybody else pretty happy. It's a good decision, whatever it is. And with the Magician card, this is about you taking the action. That's why I said you have to say it out loud. You are standing up for it with the 7 of Wands and the King of Swords, or the Muse of Voices. That's why it's kind of like, it comes from you, and I know that because the Magician card is here. And the Magician is always self-starting. You have the heart, mind, body, and soul to do something that you're excited about, something new. Now this can be pretty much anything. It can definitely be a new job. Very often the wands are about our job, our career, our purpose, something we desire to do or change. But because it's also spirit fire, something we want and desire, it can be a relationship. Okay, now with the 7 of materials in between, this is you taking the action, heart, mind, body, and soul. I'm going to do this because I've put a lot of effort in, and I'm starting to see whether I'm going to reap the rewards of my efforts, which you are, because you have the 10 of emotions here. You're going to get happier. You're going to feel happier. So this is a good thing for you, this powerful move, taking a stand. Taking a stand, every time I say that in your reading today, it sounds a little harsh. I actually don't think it's anything negative. I don't think it's a confrontation that is difficult. That's not what I'm seeing, because every card on this table is positive except for the 8 of Swords, which is when you keep it in. So in other words, Libra, the only card on the table is this, when you think you thought it to death, and if you're keeping it in, That's the negativity here. So the change, this Wheel of Fortune change, is saying it, doing it, by moving yourself forward, by speaking it. Because then this card goes in reverse. You've said it out loud. You're not keeping yourself in what is called the self-imposed prison. That's what they call this card. When you're overthinking something to death, should I say this? Should I talk about it? Should I do this? Whatever. And you keep going over things, playing the what if game. You're in a mental prison, right? That's what they say. So that's the only negative card on the table. Every other card on the table is you making the choice because you care very much to change something and put it into positive action from what you do as the Magician with the Seven of Wands. Taking a stand, opening up to it. That's what I want to say. And instead of taking a stand, which sounded too harsh to me, I think I like opening up to it. That sounds more apropos to what I'm looking at here. Because of this, the Muse of Voices. Because it's inspired speech. It's not argument, it's inspired speech. It's positive. And you're going right for it with this Eight of Inspiration. Look at you running forward. It's like, woohoo, I've made a decision. Look at me. I'm going right through this, right down this bridge, right, to what I want. Right? And by the way, if you see almost like a Rorschach, right? If you pull back, you can almost see like this moth shape, which is inspiration, right? It's our intuition. So it's just saying, come out of your head, use your voice, open up to it. That's what it is. Open up to it. And then once you do, Magician, telling everyone, okay, here's my assessment, and this is going to make me happier. And when that happens, that's the powerful move that's going to take you forward. All right, Libra, I think that this is an excellent reading for you. And whatever this is that you want to do, you've looked at it. The energy is moving forward now, Mercury. It's in your hands. The time is now, this week, to say it out loud, speak it out loud, because you've done your assessments and you know what you need to say. Down here. And you have the new aha inspirational idea. Not just that, the energy to take it forward. This is a new beginning. Ace of Wands. Could be anything. Could be a new job, a new career. This could be a new relationship, doesn't matter. Coming out of your head about it so that you finally can be happy beginning whatever this new beginning is about. And that's your breakthrough. So this is saying open up to it and don't stay in this, mental prison of all the what ifs, and go for it. Because this is what happens when you do the breakthrough. Open up to it, Libra. There you go. There's your powerful move. I wish you the best. Have kindness, reverence, and gratitude every day this week. I wish you the best, and I will talk to you again next week. Thank you so much.